is, why is the authority not subjecting this man to investigation? Is it too big to be interrogated? Is it too big to be investigated? Is it too big for him to step down? Because you cannot be in power, be in position of authority, as you cannot be a judge in your own case. Is it possible? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking of a America president, what power? City president. When he was accused by Monica Lewinsky, he decided to subject himself to investigation. Why can't Akpabio, the Oga of community Gbola, you understand? Why can't he submit himself? Because as far as I'm concerned, hi guys, I hope this video finds you well. All right, the former Senate president of the 8th Senate, Bukola Saraki, I'm sure most of us will still remember him. Now, he has broken silence on the allegation of Natasha against the Senate president, Akpabio. Now, in his opinion, he said that both parties, all right, Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio, must submit themselves to the Committee for Ethics and Privileges and Public Petition for an honest investigation, and if possible for also how would I put it, independent, you understand, investigators should wade in. Now we are going to be reading dictates now of what the former Senate president have to say about this. All right, is quite interesting. We are at the end of this video, we're going to be doing our analysis on this. Please, before we delve into this topic, do me a favor by giving the video a thumbs up. Please ensure you share it. Okay, it's an interesting one, I'm telling you the truth. I will do an analysis at the end of the video. Thank you. According to former Senate President Bukola Saraki of the 8th Senate, Akpabio Natasha, let's protect the institution, not individuals. I have watched from afar the recent development in the Senate between the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Senator from Kogi Central, Natasha Akpabio. It is a development that has made me sad because of its overall negative effect on the integrity, sanctity, image, and public perception of the institution. I believe that every person who has had anything to do with the National Assembly, particularly as a leader, member, and worker, should always jealously protect these values, which made the institution the numero uno among the three arms of government. It is for this reason that I believe that the two parties in this dispute and their supporters in and out of the chamber should be mindful of the impact of their actions, inaction, reactions, claims, and counterclaims, to be sure that nothing is done to rubbish the institution, the constitutional laws of the country, rules of the Senate, as well as parliamentary conventions and practices should be adhered to in resolving the issue. And the resolution should be done transparently without being seen to be protective of any of the parties. Rather, the objective should be to unfold the truth and to protect the law, make institutions against a wrong perception of involvement in or tolerance of law breaking. At this point, with the public claims made by the senator, the right measure to take is to institute an open, transparent, and honest investigation by the Committee on Ethics, Privilege, and Public Petitions. Both parties must submit to the investigation, fully cooperative with the committee, and stake their claims before it. This is not the first time a Senate president would appear before the committee to aid it in the conduct of a transparent and open investigation. I remember during the 8th Senate when a senator claimed that I imported an official car for my use as senator president and that custom duty was not paid on the vehicle. Since I knew the claim was false, the matter was referred to the Ethics Committee and appeared before the committee to testify in the full glare of the media. From my testimony, it was clear the senator who made the allegation got his facts wrong and was only be mischievous. Also, on the day the committee submitted its report for debate on the floor, I stepped down and allowed my deputy to preside. The transparent manner in which the investigation and the debate on the report were handled assured everybody that there was no case. This is a precedent that the leadership of the Third Senate should follow. In my case, the decision to allow an open investigation and subjecting myself to it was not an easy one. It was humbling that I realized that was the best decision, and in the end, I am happy I traveled that route. We should not allow the Senate to be cast in the truth of an institution encouraging sexual harassment, gender bias, abuse of office, flagrant disregard for standing orders and rules, and lack of orderliness. This is what a transparent, open, and unbiased investigation should achieve. The due process should be followed in this case, such that where anybody is found to have committed any wrong, the wrong should be pointed out and corrected. Also, the right remedy should be made. Let me make it clear, without any ambiguity, that I am neither stating that Akpabio is faulty, that Akpabio is guilty rather, of anything, nor am I expressing the opinion that Senator Akpabio Dwagan is right in their actions and claims. My position is that an investigation is needed to find out the truth and protect the integrity of the Senate. For me, the institution of the Senate is so important, sacred, and preeminent. All lovers of democracy should always work to strengthen it. No leader or member should be allowed to open or suppressiously work to subvert its sanctity. Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki CON, former Senate President and Waziri of Ilorin. All right, just to add a few to what the former president, Senate President Saraki have said. Now, how many of you remember this former U.S. president by the name Bill Clinton? There was a time he was as a sitting president sitting in the office. Now he was accused by one Monica Lewinsky. You can Google it. Look, Monica Lewinsky. There was a time he accused him of this, sexual harassment as well. What happened? As a sitting president, he subjected himself to investigation. The question that I'm asking is this: why is it so difficult for this Senate President Akpabio, who his sexual harassment is not coming to the public, for the first time? A former prominent Nigerian woman whose video is flying on social media, NDDC boss. She even claimed to the extent that she gave Akpabio a dirty slap as a result of his harassment. Now, another fellow senator is coming up to cry out. The question is, why is the authority not subjecting this man to investigation? Is it too big to be interrogated? Is it too big to be investigated? Is it too big for him to step down? Because you cannot be in power, be in position of authority, as you cannot be a judge in your own case. Is it possible? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking of a American president, what power? City president. When he was accused by Monica Lewinsky, he decided to subject himself to investigation. Why can't Akpabio, the Oga of community Bola, you understand? Why can't he submit himself? Because as far as I'm concerned, asking Natasha to go and face, disciplinary committee, as far as I'm concerned, that is bias, and it's an oppression and intimidation against the female gender. Yes, she has spoken out. You understand? If she must go and face the committee or the disciplinary committee, Akpabio must also step down and subject himself, to the committee for ethics, privileges, and public petition. That is it. Because after all, this is not his first time he's been accused of this. All right. Guys, I got more video to bring for you. After this video, I'm going to bring what her husband had to say, because the husband finally breaks silence, the husband of Natasha. Also, Senator Oji Uzo Kalu, most of you know him. He has also opened some revelations that the public has get to know. I'll be bringing the video shortly after this. Please don't forget to like this and please share. Thank you.